training video. This is training. It's training. That way I don't have to see, I don't want to see you. I don't want to sit down next to you and have to go over all this stuff. So you watch this video and you're good. Then we just don't have to ever talk again. Imagine that. Imagine if this is the way. This is the company that you were brought in on. Terrible. But anyway, I just thought a training video and going over all equipment would be the most efficient way to do it because we're efficient here and this is what we do. So, equipment, supplies, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over this, going to show you what we have, going to show you how to use it, and then later down the road in the training video, going to show you how to use it. So this is kind of an informational part, informational, is that a word? Informative. Yeah, that's it. And then the next step's going to be how to do it. Then you're going to be an expert, and you're not going to leave here. Because it's awesome. Okay. Vacuums. Backpack vacuums. You gotta be cool with it. Ugh. It's heavy. No, it's not heavy. It's not heavy. But it works just like a backpack. Here it is. Boom. So my biggest fear in life is that someone doesn't wrap the extension cord up the right way. Right, so in another training video I have, you can watch on how to roll up an extension cord. Nothing really ruins my day looking at a vacuum with a poorly wrapped extension cord. So if you know anything about me, and if you want to stay here at Simple Clean, just remember, don't neglect the extension cord. Please. Alright, anyway, vacuum. There's a switch on the side. That turns it on and off. That's it. It's just a button. Boop. On, off. On, off, on, off. So you take off the extension cord. Depending on whether you're right-handed or left-handed, if you're looking at the vacuum the way I'm looking at it, if you're right-handed, you want this part facing the opposite way of whatever hand your dominant hand is. So if I'm left-handed, so I would want this not facing left. I would want this facing right. So that way, when I put the vacuum on, so I'm gonna switch it around here. I'm left-handed. I'm gonna switch that around. And there's clips on the side. You don't ever have to worry about cleaning out the vacuums because we do it in house. So you don't have to worry about maintaining the vacuum. But strap just like a backpack. Put it on, and then you can. Then you can adjust it. There's adjustment straps. You pull on them. You can tighten it. And then you have access to your hose, which is efficiently duct taped. That way it doesn't come off, because we've had problems with this in the past. So each hose is kind of the extension is duct taped on, so it doesn't come off. It's very annoying when it comes off. And your switch is right here, right in the back. Boom, 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 boom. And that's how you turn it on and off. Plug it in, turn it on and off, and you're good. Super light, and you've got extra kind of things. You can strap it around your waist here, so it fits nice and snug, and you can you're free to go. You're free to walk around wherever you need to go. Extensions for your backpack vacuum here. 2 extensions, and they sort of fit on like this. Boom. Here, and now you can sort of access any high areas. You can use this without an end, just to suck up cobwebs, to get moldings, to get in corners, hard to reach places. We don't want you really physically exerting too much energy. It's like, just let the equipment do the work for you. So attachments for your attachments: a dusting brush, huge, massive, ginormous, gargantuan. Just attach that there. Now you don't need to wipe moldings unless they're, unless we do an initial cleaning and they're sticky or they have residue on them. Then we're going to take a rag and kind of wipe them down. But if you need to get to moldings, if you need to get to high ledges, you can just use your extension and this little dusting brush here. So this will be your best friend. It doesn't talk back. It doesn't need money. You don't need to sit down and have chats with it. This is just, it's an inanimate object that you will learn to love here at Simple Clean. Okay, so dusting brush, super important. Use it basically anywhere. It's not going to scratch anything. It's not going to scratch any surfaces. These are actual horsehair bristles, so it will not scratch anything. Okay. Next, you've got your floor attachments. Boom. I say boom a lot. It's a 90s thing. You can attach that on here, and this will be your carpet / hardwood floor / tile, whatever, as far as the floors go. You can even use this to vacuum off moldings, which we will show in a later training video. But this is another attachment for your extensions, the floor attachment. Okay. Notice this one does not have anything written on it, so these attachments you can use for everything but the floor. But the bathroom floors, please do not use anything that doesn't have anything written on it. Do not use on the bathroom floors. I'm going to go over this in a second. So with the other attachment for vacuuming bathroom floors, it's the same thing. It's the same brush, but we just label it. We just label them. You see that? Bathroom only. That's it. We don't want any cross-contamination. So slap that puppy on there, and you've got your bathroom floor attachment. No. We're not sweeping bathrooms here. We're not using Swiffers or any of that garbage. We are using legitimate supplies and equipment to make this as efficient and as easily accessible and less. We don't really, we want to try to stay away from that kind of physical backbreaking work of sweeping and getting into the quarters and your hands and knees, which is why we have the equipment to not make you do that. Is that eloquent enough for you? Bathroom stuff for the bathrooms only. That's it. If you absolutely must use a attachment for a bathroom, please disinfect it. Other than a rag, if you use a rag for the bathroom that you shouldn't be, just throw it out. But you've got your bathroom head for the bathroom. Okay, that's really it for the attachments. You're not really going to use any other attachments in our job. So you've got the dusting brush head, your floor attachment, and your bathroom floor attachment. Okay. We clean out the vacuums. They must be back every Wednesday by 10 a.m. so that way they can be cleaned out. The filters can be cleaned. They can be disinfected. All your equipment too. Your bag that everything goes in. So this is your cleaning bag. This carries more. This is more than enough space to carry, 5 bottles, your rags, everything else that goes in here to take on a job. It's pretty handy. But all this stuff needs to be back on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. so we can properly disinfect. We can clean out. We can clean out people's candy wrappers. I don't know. You can candy on the job. That's fine. Try to clean out your own bag, but if you can't, it's got to be back here Wednesday so we can clean it out for you. The filters get cleaned, everything gets disinfected, so by Wednesday evening, everyone's equipment is ready to go. Bottles are filled up, equipment's replaced, equipment's disinfected, and we're ready for the week. Okay? So that's the vacuum attachments. There's not much to it. There really isn't. And you undo, take it off, wrap up your extension cord, and you will then, I'm not going to do it here for video purposes, but you will just then put everything back to your station. And these are the stations here that everyone has, okay? Move this over here now. Okay. So now we get into some of the supplies that we have. Let's do the rags first. We've got a couple types of rags, a couple different rags. Any rags that are not blue, I'm sorry, let me start over. Any rags that are not red are for dusting. You can use them anywhere. You can use them on glass, mirrors, desks, moldings, whatever. So these colored rags, these are regular dusting rags. Do not use these in the bathrooms. If you have to and you run out of red rags and you got to use these in the bathrooms, you throw them out. Woo! Throw them out. Goodbye. See ya. Toby's going away. See ya. Okay. Also, if you don't watch The Office, you're fired. Dusting rags only, please. When you're dusting, you really should be using the dusting brush, okay? You can use the dusting brush for desks, not, okay, I shouldn't say everything, but you know, you're not going to use a dusting brush for kitchen area, tabletops, but for everything else outside of food services, you really should be using a dusting brush. If you don't feel comfortable using that, please use a rag, and you will lightly dampen it. The more you soak a rag, the worse it's going to clean something, unless something's really dirty. But if you're dusting something and you have a soaked rag, it's going to leave streak marks. It's almost going to smear the dust. So you want a lightly dampened rag, like one spray, boom, boom again. I should have a boom counter on here. Woo! This is unedited, so I don't care. Lightly dampened. Especially if you're cleaning glass or a mirror, you don't want a soaked rag. Again, unless there's stuff really stuck on there, a couple sprays, and you kind of give it a cleaning. Then you would take a dry rag, and then you could kind of polish everything off. Streaks, streak marks on glass, these little itty bitty microfibers that come off from these cloths, take a dry rag after and just sort of, kind of buff everything down. Make it look, if we're cleaning glass, it should be streak free. That's common sense. If I'm looking at a glass door or a mirror, I shouldn't see streaks. I'd almost rather see dirt or crud on it than streak. Nothing's worse than a streaky mirror. These are things that nightmares are made of. Streaky mirrors. So just make sure, top to bottom, and look at everything eye level. If I'm looking straight at a mirror or a piece of glass, a glass door, I may not be able to see everything, right? So you have to kind of look at angles. Cleaning's, it's all about angles. Yeah, it's all about the angles. And you look in here, and you come over here, and then you look, and you come back down, okay? It's all about angles. So look, especially if you see a flat surface, right? You want to kind of look right at that level there. You'll see some dust, the kitchen countertops, underneath toaster ovens, on office, kitchen area. So eye level, it's like magic. You'd be really surprised what you can see and what you're missing if you're not looking at something eye level. So again, no need to soak these rags. These are for dusting only and wiping glass down. Do not use them in the bathrooms. Lightly dampen them, and then you buff any of your mistakes or anything else that needs to be buffed with a completely dry rag. Okay. Same goes for, I'm not gonna get into it now. Okay. So those are dusting rags. Then we have your bathroom rag. It's red. Red. Don't use these on a kitchen countertop. Don't use these on a Keurig machine. These are for the bathrooms only. They are not for toilets. I repeat, not for toilets. If you have to use one of these on a toilet, what do? That's right, you throw it out. You throw it out. Disgusting. So these are washed, they're disinfected, but again, sinks in the bathrooms, railings, any furniture that's in there, moldings, tile work, whatever, you can use these red rags, okay? But again, do not use them on the toilets. If you do, throw it out. Same thing goes with the blue and red for mopping. Red mop heads, only for bathrooms. It's disgusting to use one of these in the kitchen. Please don't do that. Please don't mop a bathroom and then mop a kitchen or mop the floor. It's gross. I'd rather you not mop a floor than mop it after mopping a bathroom, and then that's nasty. I'd rather if you gotta mop, I shouldn't even say that. Don't mop a bathroom with one of these. Don't do it. If you have to, again, if you forgot one and you have to mop a bathroom with one of these, throw it out. But just try not to, because these are expensive. These little things are like $3 for one. But I refuse to use Swiffers, so these are expensive. Use them the way that they're intended to be used. Bathroom, no bathroom. Bathroom, no bathroom. No bathroom, bathroom. Stainless steel cleaner. The best. Cha! Big Chief. You spray it on. You don't go crazy with it. Don't go nuts. You spray it on. We have elevators. We've got stainless steel refrigerators, sinks. You spray it. Psh, That's it. Let it sit for about 30 seconds. Then what do? Take a red rag, right? You're good. You're good. Okay. All right, kid. All right, kid. Psst, back up. Psst, back up. Now, take one of these there, guys. Hey, take one of these there dusting rags, eh? And you buff it. Then you buff it. And you buff it. Until you get a nice glaze. Yeah, it gives a nice glaze. You know, get a glaze going. No streaks. No friggin' streaks. If you see streaks, what do? That's right. You take a dry rag. Dry rag. And you just buff it out. And what do? You buff it out. Stainless steel. Expensive. You don't need to use a lot of it. Decalcifier. So historically we have hard water here in Sussex County, and you're going to see water spots, calcium buildup, kind of gets like white, it's like scaly. So you're going to use this on just about anything, right? You can. The only thing I wouldn't use this on is mirrored stainless steel, like I shouldn't even say a refrigerator. You can use it on that, but just wipe it off quickly. But you can use this on bathroom sinks, on the handles in bathrooms. Would I spray this on a stainless steel refrigerator? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because it's really not going to get that hard water buildup, so you're going to use the stainless steel cleaner. But this is more or less for like toilet fixtures, sink handles, the drains that build up kind of that hard water in there. So again, this stuff is rather inexpensive, so I will allow it to be used liberally. So yes, this is good stuff, and it'll make any kind of chrome fixture look a lot better. And this, again, you spray it on and let it sit for a little bit, 30 seconds to a minute, let it do its work, wipe it down, if need be, polish it with a dry rag. So that's our decalcifier. Everyone will have all this stuff. Everyone's going to have in their stations, okay, in your bags, and every Wednesday they're refilled, and you really shouldn't have any problems. Later on in the video I'll show you where we keep everything, so that way if you do run out, you can fill it up yourself. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Sanitizer, viricide, concentrated. This was post-COVID cleaning, coronavirus. It was a thing that happened for about 5 months. The year is now 2025. There's only, I don't know, 1,000 or 2,000 people left on the planet. I feel like that might be like it could be a thing. I don't know. But anyway, we can use this. Oh, that's bad. Probably shouldn't be breathing that in. We can use this sprayed on door handles. This does not get wiped. You don't wipe this. Just spray it. If you feel like you're leaving a bathroom and the bathroom's kind of whatever, just give a couple sprays over the toilet. Let it sit. You don't have to wipe it. But this is Viricide, and it's more of a kind of like you use Lysol. You don't spray it. You don't wipe it. You just kind of spray it. Let it float and let it simmer. You know, let it marinate. So that's that. Gloves. You'll see these around the orifice. So some people like to request smaller or bigger gloves. I get it. No, it makes sense. I'm terrible. So yeah, gloves. Don't clean a bathroom without using friggin' gloves. I really want to curse. Oh, should I curse? No, I'm not going to curse. Don't clean a bathroom without using gloves. Use gloves. Hey, these little guys here. Hey. You're so cute. You're so cute. They're like little green pads. Don't use these on stainless steel. Jesus Christ. Oh, my worst fear. That might be worse than the extension cord. Dude, you can't. It'll scratch the shit out of some stainless steel. So these can be used in sinks to get grime out, to just scrub things, but do not use these on reflective material. It'll destroy it. So please be wise. If you need to, if you absolutely need to, make sure these are wet. Okay, if they're wet, it might not scratch it as much, and if you can see a grain, like if the grain of the stainless steel or that mirrored finish is going one way or the other, then go with it. Go with the grain. I don't want you to do that in your own life. Truth be against the grain. Greg Graffin. Don't go against the grain with one of these. Go with the grain. But you should really always wet this. Okay. Paper towels. Very expensive. They've really gone through the roof, paper towels. My God. Toilets. We must be using these on toilets. Again, not red rags, but you're using paper towels to clean the toilets. I don't mind if you use paper towels to clean glass. Sometimes they work better. It's a preference. I'd rather you not use these because they're expensive, and we really would like you to mainly use them for toilets. But again, if you need to, use them for whatever whatever you want. But just please try to use them just for the toilets, okay? Obviously, we don't save these, throw them out. I feel like I have to say that. I don't know. Paper towels. Garbage bags. Oh, the old garbage bags. We've got two sizes. These little guys here for little trash cans, and these big guys for big trash cans. And just always have them in your bags. Some places provide them. They'll be in the app. Other places do not. So just always keep these handy, okay? And tie them off. Tie them off, man. Nothing worse than throwing something in garbage and the bag like collapses into the garbage can. Come on, man. Regular cleaner and bathroom cleaner. The same solution. Same thing in each bottle. Is that the bathroom one is labeled because we don't want cross-contamination. So please use the bathroom bottle for the bathroom and the regular bottle for everything else. We just don't want to be touching both, especially if you're working with someone and someone grabs this after we're done cleaning a bathroom. It's disgusting. We've got a 0% sickness rate here. We keep it that way. Bathroom, no bathroom. Same thing in both bottles, just one's labeled. Okay, dirty rag bag. This is where you put your dirty rags after you're done using them. And if you want, you can put your clean rags before you head out on a cleaning into this little bag here. And that way you don't have to stuff them in your little supply bag. So it's there. I've noticed a trend of people just stuffing rags into their own supply bag. So whatever you want to do, I don't care. Pretty liberal here. Liberal here. And the creme de la creme. The worst of the worst. Ugh, acid. It's bad shit, but it works. That's why we have it. So if you see the hard rings around around toilet bowls, this is what gets it out. Pop the top open, spray a little bit in there, but just fucking stand back and wear gloves. It's not going to eat through your skin immediately. It's just not good for you, and the fumes are atrocious. So put it in there, let it sit, scrub it out with a toilet brush, you flush it, put it away. That's it for supplies. That's all I got. If you find different ways to do things, I'm not opposed. Actually, I'm all for it, because we came up with these systems, but systems can be outdated. They can be, kind of boring. Some may not work. So, one of the things that I try to preach here is, if something here at Simple Clean doesn't work, come to me and say, dude, what the frig are you doing? This is a terrible way to do it. We should do it this way. Or, let's think about doing it another way. So, these are our supplies. This is what we use to get the job done. You don't need a lot of shit to clean. You really don't. So I don't want to be overbearing and give you all these weird chemicals, and then someone grows a third eye and we gotta let you go. It's terrible. So there's not much. Everything's here at your disposal. You have everything you need to adequately clean a building. Okay. If the vacuum breaks, please let us know. They are somewhat older, but they last, and they still suck, you know? Zynga! I got you, baby. I got you. Okay, that is the supply part of the training video. And we will now cut. Who the hell's coming in here? Who's here?
Hi, wrong place.
Oh.
Where is, what's her, the holistic woman? Optimal Fitness?
Front, around the front.
She's in the front?
Yep, in the front.
Okay.
You got it. People just fucking walk in. I just cursed. People just walk into this place. I don't get it. Wrong place. There's a sign, sir. It says Simple Clean. I'm not a holistic doctor. Alright, that's it. That's where we shut it off. See you in the next quadrant. No, what do they call those? Next, see you in the next mod.